What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Tony Television here to talk about some of the things that's been going on in the last 24 hours. A lot has been going on. One of the first things I want to get into, well, if you haven't subscribed, you haven't commented on anything as of yet, go ahead and subscribe right now so that you can get notifications anytime I drop a new video. Now, the first thing I want to get into, Bob Lee, 43 years old, the founder of Cash App. Cash App, you know Cash App. We all use Cash App. Send $5, $500, who knows, right? But it's a very quick and easy way to transfer funds from one person to another person now in society. Cash App is like totally embedded in society nowadays, okay? I don't think it's going anywhere. But Bob Lee, nonetheless, was found stabbed to death in San Francisco. And, it's looking suspicious right now. No one knows who the killer is as of yet. I'm pretty sure the police will do their due diligence and get down to the nitty-gritty of who the actual killer is. But Bob Lee was the founder of that. He was also working on another thing called Mobile Coin. And I was actually going through Twitter, and you can see a lot of people that were supposed to work with him this week, tomorrow, today, that are very sad about the situation. Now, just my opinion about this is usually when things like this happen, it's not by coincidence. Throughout history, there's always been a history of a lot of techie guys mysteriously getting killed, okay? No one can explain how, no one can explain why. These guys are rich guys, but yet they live a very humble lifestyle. They ride their bikes downtown, they go hiking with, a few friends, and they're just vulnerable for anyone who may be stalking or following them, someone who may be obsessed. In my opinion, once again, usually I'm gonna go with red flags. I'm gonna go with this seems like something, a partner of his may have gotten him out of the way because if due to his untimely demise, they become sole owner of whatever it is they're working on. Now, once again, that's straight out of a mystery book. I don't know if it's true or not, and I have no proof to back that up, and these are all allegations, but I think it's just crazy how techie guys are usually killed off mysteriously, and other people go on to benefit very big after these guys pass. So if any updates come in about Mr. Lee, I'll be sure to make you aware of that. Next, Florida has passed a concealed carry bill for every citizen that is legal to conceal their weapon, carry a weapon without a permit, and conceal the weapon without training or without a permit. Listen to this once again. Anyone in Florida who is not a convicted felon can purchase a gun without a permit and conceal the gun, carry the gun without any training or a permit. Now, a lot of people feel different about this. A lot of people are shaky about this. Me personally, I used to live in Tampa, Florida. Okay, I lived down there for a few years. Shout out to Primo, who's still down there in Tampa, Florida. Anyways, I think it's a good thing. Why? Because for number one, black people for years have not been given the fair right to bear arms. Now, granted, we do have the right, but not treated fairly. This does give us a fair right now to bear arms. And I also believe it gives the average citizen the fair right to bear arms and protect themselves. Because at the end of the day, criminals don't care nothing about these laws, these bills, no nothing. Niggas is gonna carry that thing under their waist or under their jacket or wherever with or without a permit, even as a convicted felon. That's what criminals are gonna do. So if you're a citizen and you're trying to protect yourself from criminals, and you know that this is what criminals are going to do, whether the law is this or that, then why not give the citizens the right to protect themselves in the same manner? I feel like it's very fair for the citizens. Will it be leakage? Will more criminals get their hands on guns easier now? Sure. I believe that criminals are always going to have their hands on guns easy. That's not going to change. So, but just giving the actual citizen, the average citizen, a chance to fight back if they're in a situation, I think is kudos to Florida. And as a black man, to be honest, that makes me want to move back to Florida. Updates on Donald Trump. Donald Trump, after the indictment, he went back to his home in Mar-a-Lago and he actually had some type of public service announcement, okay? And he's, from what I heard, I haven't even watched it, but this is all alleged information. I heard he was talking shit about the judge and the judge's maybe daughter. Sounds like something that the Don would do. But he was talking shit about the judge nonetheless. I'm not sure if he understands that, regardless of who says what and who convinces who in a courtroom, the judge can say, you know what, I don't want to hear what nobody got to say. This is where I'm going to put my foot down on it. The judge has that last say so. Granted, you can go in for an appeal and all of these other things, but the point is the judge will initially screw you and you'll have to go through a long drawn out process in order to make things back right. So it's not smart to go at the judge. I totally disagree with that, him going at the judge. But he also called the district attorney a criminal, himself a criminal. Now, look, politics, I'm not going to get deep into this, but in my mind, all the politicians are criminals. They're robbing somebody. All of them are robbing Peter to pay Paul, and they're all robbing the citizens and lying to the citizens. So I believe they're all criminals, but to what degree or level of a criminal, that just depends on that particular politician and how far they're trying to go in the world of politics. Don. I believe, look, he's a dirty guy like the rest of them are dirty guys. It's just that they want to single this one guy out. They don't want him to run for presidency again. I get it, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more dirt that you can uncover amongst a bunch of other politicians in the business, not just the Don. Anyways, okay, everyone's talking about the BTB Savage Vlad interview. He went on Vlad, he was talking mad shit. He was talking about how he told him, nah, nigga, you not gonna live tonight. You gonna die, nigga, you gonna die. This is how he came off to the guy that he killed that night, or his girlfriend shot and killed that night. And it was just no remorse, right? But according to BTB Savage's mom, and that's how the interview came off, but according to BTB Savage's mom, she says that Vlad actually coerced this young man to get this information out of him. The young man wanted to talk about his album release. He wanted to talk about all kinds of other things that he has going on with his rap career. And Vlad said, nah, you know what? This is what I brought you up here to talk about. It's a part of your life, and this is what we need to talk about. If you want the views, you want the clout, you want everything, this is what you need to talk about. So he convinced BTB, the young boy, to talk about these things. So the young boy talked about them, but according to his mom, BTB also gave some type of a shout out to the man that he killed, or his girlfriend killed that night, because supposedly now a whole bunch of other stuff is coming out that this guy that he supposedly killed was a friend of his, a real good friend of his, and the people who set him up were in the car with him and got out the car and let the rollers roll up on him and shoot him down, and they all took pictures next to his body and video footage next to his body. You see where I'm going with this, black people? What the fuck are we doing taking pictures next to dead bodies that we're... What is this about? This is crazy. But anyways, this BTB Savage thing is getting very interesting because it seems that he was backdoored by people that he actually trusted, people that he loved, people that he thought were the homies, Brodies. Let me tell you something. I hate when people call me that Brody. Where they're Brody. I don't like it. Because the Brody, we gotta go back 20 years and better. I'm 45. We have to go back 20 years and better. Okay? Don't do the Brody thing with me, okay? BTB Savage, unfortunately, it seems that the FBI now has gotten involved with this situation due to the closeness of the people involved. And I believe he was from San Antonio, well, living in San Antonio, originally from Ohio, but he was killed in Houston. San Antonio is where he caught the body, or his girlfriend caught the body, and Houston's hours away. He ends up killed in Houston. So the FBI got involved because they can see that he was being tracked, he was being watched, and he was set up clearly by people close to him. So just like my man Mr. Campbell always say, you better watch your circle before they hurt you. That's very true. Now, not many people are talking about the Young Thug case anymore, but listen, people, there was a juror on the Young Thug trial that was trying to record the situation on her cell phone, and she ends up getting jailed by the judge. Look, that bitch over there, juror number 19, her, locked 30 days, 30 days. Put the cuffs on her right now. Why would you go in the courtroom and start doing some fan shit? It's not the place for that. It's a time and place for everything, okay? That's not the place where you get an autograph. It's not the place where you get a picture with the artist. It's not the place where you pull out your phone and start filming. It is the place where anyone in that room could potentially go to jail for contempt at the minimum, for coughing too loud numerous times if the judge feels like, you know what, you're doing this intentionally. 30 days contempt. Throw him, grab him. Bailiff goes back there, grab you, the sheriff's come. Listen, you don't play in court. Anyways, this is some of the stupid shit I've ever heard someone do, okay? You're gonna pull out your cellular phone in the middle of a case and think that you're gonna record what? Young Thugger Thugger? That ain't Young Thugger Thugger right there. That's Jeffrey, okay? Jeffrey is up for trial, okay? Anyways, I want to say much respect to Young Thug and Jeffrey. I hope that he beats this case, and I hope he gets out of it, and I hope that he just proves the world wrong. And you know, my love goes out to the families and condolences of everyone that was hurt in that situation. You know, they have bodies and all kinds of shit under their belt. But anyways, that was my information for the day, Tony's Topics, and hopefully to see you again when we do this. We out.